Hello and welcome to Edupedia World. We will now be taking a look at how we can use Mocha to paint out objects in a video clip. So in the introduction to this course I showed you this clip where I had removed something from the label on this Jack Daniel's bottle, and I will show you now how that's done. So we will be using After Effects, Mocha, and some kind of a picture editor. I used Photoshop. So if you have the Creative Cloud, then you'll have access to all of that. So let's start from a clean start. So find the footage. I think it's this one, so I'll just drag it onto the new composition button and call it footage as always. And if I preview this, you can see just a quick video of this bottle. So I'll just end it right here so I don't have to track that much. Actually right here, and then just trim the composition to work area. So again, I'm using this time I'm actually using MPEG format. Mocha can work with this format, so you don't have to change the file format. You don't have to what's it called, like transform it. Transform the footage. You can just work with it as it is. So select the layer and then just choose track in Mocha AE. This will open up Mocha, and we can give it a name. So Jack Daniel's track. I think that should work fine. Really quickly, just choose. Maybe we don't have to. Sometimes you have to choose the footage, and in this case we actually didn't. So that was very nice. As you can see, it imported perfectly. If it fails to import the footage, then you'll see it by this this timeline not being there. So if the timeline is empty, then you'll know that you have to import it manually. But this time we didn't. So what we want to do is track the front of this bottle. And we are gonna be using an X-spline once again. So go to the first frame, pick your X-spline tool as we used in the introduction, and then we want to remove this whiskey. Just make it black. So I want to draw around this. So just do something like this, maybe move it up just a bit, and this should be good. We can increase the minimum amount of pixels used to maybe 90, and then we want to align this blue rectangle, or I don't know, it's probably, yeah, it's a rectangle right now. So this is a bit tricky with this bottle, but I will try and find some reference points that I know are aligned. So I'm basically just aligning this to the surface of this bottle as good as I can. So I'm looking at these red lines, purple lines, seeing if they line up with the edge of the bottle. Right now they do. This line lines up as well, and the bottom line lines up as well. So I think this has been set up correctly. So I will just Second layer, maybe call it bottle front. And with this layer selected, we can start tracking forward. So I'll just hit this button, and as you can see, we are now tracking. So I'm just tracking this. We're just tracking this front of the bottle, and we want to look at. Just want to stop this real quick, stabilize it, and start tracking again. So we want to make sure that these lines line up with the bottle nicely. There's no drifting or anything, and as you can see, it all worked out perfectly. So we've got a nice track, and it really fits the bottle nicely. So once again, we want to export the tracking data. Let's try using this one instead, where we have the position, scale, rotation, and just copy that to the clipboard while you're on the first frame. Go to After Effects, where we once again create a solid, call it label or something, and just paste. As you can see, we have got a solid that is fixed onto this Jack Daniel's bottle. So we want to now create a picture of this bottle where whiskey is gone. So we want to take a screenshot of this and then go into Photoshop and remove it. So I'll just go up to composition, save frame as file, and then I will just keep it as a Photoshop file, and just save it as Jack Daniel's render, and I'll just try and see if I can find it. No, I can't because it's on another hard drive, but here it is. We can just open it up in Photoshop, and here we go. We want to use a tool that is called I think it's in English it's called spot repairing pencil or something. I don't know much about Photoshop, but I know that you can just, with this tool, you can just start drawing on whatever you want to be gone, and then it will disappear, and it actually works just like magic. So you can see I'm just clicking right now, and the letters, they just disappear. So, in my opinion, this looks very nice. I wouldn't notice if anything was missing, other than there's a large black gap, but it's nice. So I'll just hit File, Export, Quick PNG, and then call it Jack D. And if we close this, we have our picture. So I'll re-import it into Photoshop. Sorry, not Photoshop, into After Effects. And there we go, we have now got our picture ready. So if we drop this down here, you can see that now the label is gone on this frame. And yeah, we can just hide it, and yeah. So we want to take this, and actually we just want to take this part, so we can just create a quick mask to show. We actually just want this part of the label to be added onto this video clip here in the bottom. So if we take our label, which is this solid, and pre-compose it, Control-Shift-C, then we should be able to do that. So we want to leave all the attributes, and I'll just remove this from this composition, go into the other label composition, and we can take our Jack D picture and just drag it on top of the layer, the gray solid. If we go back to the other composition, then we will see something like this. If we create a mask like this, you can just draw around, and if we lock this viewer like that and go into the other composition, actually don't want to just lock it, we can start moving this around and trying to make it fit. So I will adjust this mask because it's actually way too big. So in the other example, I actually did it differently. So this time, as you saw in Mocha, I exported. I said I wanted to export the transform data. Instead, I used this corner pin data, and that just worked a lot easier than this. But we can make this work as well. So just need to line this up. It's a bit fiddly, but in the end should line up pretty nicely. As you can see, this now lines up quite alright with the bottle. And if we take our composition right here and press F to find the feather, then we can just feather it out just a bit. And that way we can now align this. So just use the mouse, so the arrow keys, and I think here in the end, just try moving things around. Right now it fits quite alright, so maybe decrease the feathering. It was at 30, that's a bit too much. But right now, if we preview this, then you'll see the whiskey has disappeared. And yeah, it looks a bit different when I just turn it on and off like this because of the reflections. But if it's turned off and you haven't seen the other label, then you won't notice a thing. So this is a very useful technique. This can be used to basically edit anything. If you have a video of a wall with a logo, then you can use this technique to just change the logo. You can change part of the logo, as I did here. There's so many possibilities. You can start cheating people. Oh my god. So it's very powerful, and in my opinion it's extremely useful. So get this, learn this so you can remember it, and you'll be very good to go. So yeah, that's about it for how you can change the label on a Jack Daniel's bottle using Mocha AE. Thank you for watching Edupedia World. Stay tuned for more videos.